Hi, my name is Gloria Norwood, and I would like to share some information with you, YouTube, everybody out there in the world. I was attacked on three different occasions by the Kansas City Police Department. The first time, they threw me to the ground, snatched my kids, took them to Children's Mercy, took me to Truman Medical Center, and tried to inject something into my arms to make me feel delirious and kind of out of it. I recognized what they were doing. I told them to stop, and everybody ran up out the room. Um, my mom came and got me from the hospital. Excuse me. My mom came and got me from the hospital, and I left. The second attack was in the middle of the night by myself. I was walking down the street, and a police officer attacked me. He jumped on top of me. He physically assaulted me and tried to put me in the back of another ambulance and sent me to research. I wasn't putting two and two together that these people were demonic entities in human form, and they have um, vouched to the devil, obviously, because they're doing demonic stuff to innocent people that had nothing to do with anything, didn't bother anybody, were just minding their own business. Um, it wasn't, and they were all it was one black officer. He was the first one to attack me, and I was fighting back, of course, because I didn't do anything wrong. And they threw me in the back of an ambulance and took me to Truman. The second time he jumped on top of me. This is why I say he's a deity. He had a tail, and the tail entered my anus, and it pulled a piece of meat out, and the piece of meat fell on the floor when I was at Research Hospital. They locked me in the hospital. They refused to let me out. I kept screaming and telling them to let me out. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just fine. And they just didn't care. They kept me in a room for a couple of hours. Then they tried to reel a cart in there for a psych evaluation. Like I said, I don't know what type of mental madness or mental magic games that they're playing, but they're attacking innocent people that had nothing to do with anything and don't know what type of behavior they're on. Um, the police are supposed to protect and serve. I'm not supposed to feel like I fear for my life when I come in contact with any police officer. And it's happened on three different occasions. Now, the third occasion, might I mind you, now listen to me, everybody. I was minding my business, walking down the street, and a police officer, once again, got up out his car. He kept telling me, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I live in this neighborhood. I live right up the street, so I'm walking." And he's like asking me questions, and I'm like, "I live here," telling him my name. And I guess, he gets upset because I keep walking. I'm like, "I live here," so I kept walking. Now, this officer decides to get out of his car and shoot at me. Luckily the bullets flew past me. Thank God. But I heard him shooting. And I'm like, I'm just walking up the street. I'm not bothering anybody. I don't have a weapon. I don't have any drugs. I don't have any guns. I don't have any traffic tickets. I wasn't bothering anybody. Moral of the story is a person should be able to walk down the street minding their own business and not be attacked by a police officer of the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. Um the next two occasions were Caucasian. The first one was white. So this doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what is their hidden agenda, their motive, what was their demeanor for, but to attack innocent people That doesn't make any sense. And then another officer, because I kept having these interactions with the police for no apparent reason. Another officer parked halfway down the street, walked up to my porch, and so he knocked on the door. I opened the door. He literally tried to rush into my house. So I had to hurry up and close the door and lock it. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Something is wrong with these police officers. I don't know whether they feel like because they have a gun and a badge that they can treat the citizens of the Kansas City, Missouri community any kind of way. But they should be off the force. They shouldn't be on the force. And their names are on the police reports that they reported to the police department. The lies that they told, their names are on there, on the reports. So there's that. Like I said, I'm Gloria Norwood. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. And if any police officer, lawyer, judge wants to reach out to me, like I said, it's some corruption going on, and it needs to be stopped. Because people should be able to live in a community without being harassed by judges, social workers, police officers, lawyers, or freaking judges. They shouldn't be harassed. It shouldn't be an issue, because I was going through an ongoing court case after that due to the police officer attacking me with my children. So, needless to say, like I said, they don't need to be on the force anymore. They're disrespectful. They're not honorable. They're very dishonorable. They're definitely disloyal, because clearly they are vouching to Baphomet or the devil or whoever they're working for, which is ridiculous. I remember it used to be about good and bad. If you were doing bad, you get in trouble. If you were doing good, you get accolades, you get college scholarships, you get houses, apartments, nice jobs. But for the middle class who's trying to figure it out, you don't have to attack them. They're just minding their business. A person can't change the color of their skin. So why attack them based on the color of their skin? That's ridiculous. Or based on their ethnicity, or their language barrier, or their heritage. You can't attack people like that. That's a lawsuit. You just be losing your mind by attacking innocent people that are just minding their business walking down the street. I just had to get that off my chest, YouTube. So hopefully it'll help somebody else out there in the world that is being attacked by the police department, who claims to uphold the law and protect and serve, and they are breaking the law instead of upholding the law. Thanks, YouTube. Have a great day.